All right, what up? It's Josh with Reggae 360.
Yep.
We got Opie Ortiz, the legend, running with Long Beach Dub Allstars tonight. Captain Hiram's, it's going down. This show's gonna be fucking fire, man. So, I guess the first thing I really want to ask you is like, just about your artwork and, your work tattooing. From what I understand, through social media, you've got your own shop out there in Cali. What's it like having your own shop? Like who do you meet and like as far as like the music community?
To be honest, I don't have my own shop anymore. I just kind of stepped away from it because it's like babysitting, like being a boss. So I don't want to be like the power dude who has to yell and shit at people all the time and say how they should be, how they shouldn't be. So I just went and I work at the Still Life Tattoo now. A friend owns it, and it's a lot easier. I mean, owning a shop is fun, and you get to like have a lot of, there's a lot of credibility that goes with it. But if everyone's not on the same page as you, then it just seems like you're fighting for one thing, and everyone else is just kind of riding coattails of it. So
I feel you.
When you have a good team, it's great. You can have like, everyone's striving for greatness.
Right, everybody's on the same page.
You have to have people that inspire you. I feel,
Right.
And when you're not around those kind of people that don't inspire you, you're just leading, and I don't know. Maybe not leading, but maybe you think you're leading.
Right. Can we talk about some of the tattoos you have? Like which ones are your favorites? I know you got a shit ton.
I have like a bunch of tattoos from traveling. That's like an old sailor kind of thing where, if you're traveling the world, you gotta get something to remember each moment by,
So these are all just from different experiences?
Yeah, a lot of them from tour. A lot of them for like my legs and stuff are from growing up. A lot of them are from homies, like friends that I admire that tattoo. I have like some pretty big names tattooed guys that I've gotten tattooed by. Freddie Negretti, Tim Hendricks, Regino Gonzalez, Chris Garver. The list goes on. Brian Henry, a lot of big names,
Hell yeah.
They're just homies to me, you know what I mean? It's just art, It's just like, that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Like your job is to like tell the people about reggae, So, that's what knowledge is, very important.
Hell yeah. Well, like as far as tattoo, everybody knows you for this, number one, the 40 ounces ton. That's like probably, in my opinion, one of your most famous artworks. That, Sublime tattoo you did on Brad. What was it like, when you were making this? Was it something that, you thought would be like as big as it was, or like, is it just another day in the lab for you?
No, that's a good question. I don't know. You think you're doing something great. You know what I mean? Like you always, if you're like me or you're like anybody, like you just, if you're devoted to your project, you're gonna give it your all. You're gonna give it your sweat and your blood and your tears, and it's gonna show emotion. So that's how I'm a firm believer in that. Like I'm not gonna do something and have it be some hokey pokey shit. Like I want my shit to be substantial and carry some weight,
Right.
And no, I didn't think the sun was going to be this huge thing. I just knew I was captivated by the imagery to create it, and it was to do it for them, and it was kind of like this big movement, that we were doing, but it was just, the homies,
Right.
Kind of in a sense.
Right. Now I feel like everybody always talks about Brad when they're trying to talk to you. I want to try and take it different. Jacob, his son, he's got his own band, Law.
Yeah.
Have you done any work with them, or when's the last time you've talked to them? Or do you keep in touch with them regularly?
We played a show with Law. It was like a studio thing, and they like webcasted it.
Oh,
it was us, Law. I think Fortunate Youth played.
Yes.
And they're doing their thing, and it's totally, I respect it because it's totally different from, what everyone else is doing, I feel. It kind of reminds me of some desert metal, stoner rock shit,
Oh, yeah.
And I'm really into that. I'm really into Caius and some other bands like, I mean, I was into Queens of the Stone Age when they first came out.
Right.
But there's a lot of other bands that, like, they're kind of like following in the footsteps of that, I feel, the tones and the stuff they're doing.
Right. Yeah, dude. I mean, I totally respect him for just how he's being able to make a name for himself, and just like, just really giving it his all. Like, I follow him on Instagram, and I see what he's doing every day. I see the work he's putting in, and it just fills me with joy knowing that he's got that same work ethic to really just make it in the music community. And I think that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, he definitely is. He's paving his own way, and he's driven. So that's all that. If he's got a message, and he's driven, better watch out.
Right, for sure, man. So we talked a little bit about Sublime, a little bit about your tattoos. What about, Long Beach Dub Allstars? We got this new lineup. We got Ross MG on the drums. And in my opinion, like, I'm very, very stoked for this show tonight. I've been waiting to see you guys for like the longest time. Can we expect any new music coming out soon?
Yeah. We have new music right now. We're gonna play a new song tonight. Well, we have Don't Get Me Down, which is not really new. We have Holding Out, which is kind of new, and then we have this other one, Tell Me, which is brand new. So
nice.
And we have a full plethora of songs that we've been stockpiling, getting ready to go record in next month. So we're trying to just keep it on the up and up, and keep our name out there, and use this kind of as a platform for the people, the artists that we love to work with too.
Right.
So you said like new lineup. It's funny you say that, but this is the lineup that after the Dub Allstars kind of took their hiatus. We formed a band called Dubcat.
Okay.
And it was me, Marshall, Jack. We had Dave Fuentes, rest in peace, from Hepcat. We had Destin Berry from Hepcat. And we had Aaron Owens, rest in peace. It's Ike's brother from Hepcat also. And then we had Tim from Dub Allstars, So
nice.
That was the formula we had kind of graduated to, I would say, with Dubcat, and then we backed Half Pint and
I just saw that.
a couple different artists, with the Dubcat thing. But
Hell yeah.
that's just our formula now.
Right. That's dope, man. Yeah, dude. So as far as music coming out, in writing process, who really takes charge? When you guys write, is it just one person writing, or what is your writing process?
Well, I think our formula, I don't know. I mean, everyone I think that I've worked with in the industry, they have their own formula, when they're writing. So we've done it a certain way. We did it a certain way in the beginning, and to me, it just seemed kind of thrown together, really rushed. But then you got some great things out of it. You know what I mean? And I think that was the science behind it. We're gonna get some good stuff, but we're gonna put out some material.
Right.
So I think we're taking a different approach where we have Roger Rivas in the band now, and Ed Campworth, and Tim, Jack, and Metz is filling in guitar right now.
Oh, okay.
From Tomorrow's Bad Seeds. But the formula is everybody writes tracks, and they get them to a rough stage of just a song structure, and then if something comes out of it, something comes out of it.
Right.
So that's the formula we've been doing right now, and we have a pretty good stockpile of songs.
Nice.
So Roger's written some songs, Ed wrote a couple songs, so it's a lot different formula than the way we used to do it, but it's the same dynamic.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's the same drum, bass, keys, sax. It's the same formula. The song we're gonna play tonight is it's called Tell Me, and it's like a straight up rub-a-dub reggae song.
Nice.
And I don't think Dub Allstars ever would do that. You know what I mean? The style is Roger Rivas wrote the song, and it's when I heard it, the first time I heard it, I couldn't stop playing it, and that's when I know I have to write something to it.
Right. Gotcha.
So what we're doing right now, who writes is they'll write the music, and then I'll write a structure for the song, or Jack will write a structure, or Tim will write a structure, and then, or Ed will even write a structure, and then we'll kind of we'll go in and tear it apart, see how it works, you know what I mean?
Right.
I've been writing a lot of the stuff we've been working on now, and we have a bunch of songs, but then when you get a rough of them, a demo, you just realize how much more you have to work on it, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then they did something to me that was really hard, where I wrote the song, and I thought it was great, you know, and it wasn't, you know what I mean? It was just, well, I didn't really think it was great. I just thought it was the start of something great.
Gotcha.
Then,
like it could be better.
Yeah, and then Tim Wu was like, okay, that's cool. Okay, but let's do that with, you know, with some, you know, saying something, some content, you know, putting some meaning into it. And so now, then that was the hardest thing for me, to like take a song and then totally just rewrite it. But out of that, we came up with a whole new theory on the song. So that was just like, it was great, because we were like all consciously thinking about it right then and there, singing it, and then going, okay, well, it needs this.
Right.
It's lacking this, you know?
Right. So I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I really appreciate you taking the time to do this interview. This was definitely one of my favorite interviews.
Oh, yeah.
It's such an honor to meet you, man. Seriously, you're a fucking legend in the community. Not just in music, but in art in general, man. You definitely paved the way, and it's an honor to meet you, man.
You're too kind.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to follow my homie Opie Ortiz on Instagram at Tattoos by Opie. Be sure to follow me as well at Josh_stupid. Keep up with my homies over there at Reggae 360, putting it down. We got a bunch of content coming for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. One mission, one love.